going to be demonstrating the double brioche stitch that is used in the full Fashion Cowl by Janis Ficker Designs. This cowl is designed to use Queen City Yarn's two exclusive bases. This marled one is Chadbourne, and this is an 80% domestic merino, 20% alpaca. This is the fiddlehead colorway, and also Berry Hill yarn, which is also 80% merino and 20% alpaca. This yarn is milled specifically for Queen City Yarn up at Echo View Fiber Mill in the North Carolina mountains, and we both have a couple of designs that feature this yarn. Like I said, today I'll be demonstrating the double brioche stitch that's used in Janis's full Fashion Cowl. I am going to use some Queen City Yarn Biddleville DK for this tutorial just because I think it will be really easy to see. So I have started my swatch with the 2x2 rib as called for in the pattern, and I have worked one row, and I'm getting ready to show you the 8 round repeat. So I do have a flat swatch, but I'm going to be working it as if it's in the round to show you how to complete this stitch. So the rib color is the coordinating color in this design, and so I'm using Beautiful and I'm going to be using Sharpies versus the Fridge for the main color of this design. So in round 1 we're going to knit 1, and then we're going to slip 1 yarn over. So in order to do that, we'll bring our yarn to the front, slip a stitch, and then we'll just bring the yarn to the back, laying it over the needle, creating a yarn over. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the row, all the way across the round. So we will knit 1, bring our yarn forward, slip 1, creating a yarn over. So this is a technique that is used in brioche, so in normal brioche, single brioche. So if you are familiar with brioche, this will be familiar to you. So we will knit 1, bring the yarn forward, slip 1 purlwise, and that yarn goes back to the back, and that creates that yarn over. So knit 1, yarn forward, slip 1 to create a yarn over, knit 1, yarn forward, slip 1 to create a yarn over. So that yarn just is from the front, goes over to the back, it creates that yarn over. So we're going to repeat this all the way across the round. And then I'm going to pretend like I'm doing the rest of the round and bring it back here. Sorry, my cable's coming undone there. Okay, so we are back to the beginning of the round. The second round is also worked using the main color, which is going to be the Sharpies versus the Fridge color here for me. So in round 2, we will do the same thing. We are going to knit the ones that we've already knit, and yarn forward and slip the stitch and the previous yarn over and yarn over. So this is what makes this stitch a double brioche stitch. It's going to have 2 of these shawl stitches around it. So with our yarn in the front, to create that yarn over, we will knit the next stitch, bring the yarn forward, slip the stitch and the previous yarn over purlwise, and then bring our yarn back over to the back and knit that stitch, yarn forward, slip the stitch and the yarn over, yarn back over the needle and knit. So we are creating 2 brioche shawl stitches, these yarn overs that are going over this stitch to create the double brioche stitch. So yarn forward, slip the stitch and the yarn over, create another yarn over, and knit that stitch. Now we will begin using the coordinating color to work the next round. Just get some out here that's not tangled. Okay, in this round we are going to knit one and then work a brioche knit where we are knitting this slip stitch and both of these yarn over shawl stitches together. So you can see both of those yarn overs are creating those shawl stitches on that brioche stitch. So we will knit one and brioche knit the stitch and the two yarn overs together. Knit one, brioche knit, which is knitting that stitch and the two yarn overs together. And we'll do this all the way around, knitting the stitches and the stitch with two yarn overs together. Oh, I think I split one back here. Let's, nope, okay. Knit one, knit the stitch and the yarn overs together. That's the brioche knit. Knit one. So you're knitting 3 strands together on this brioche knit. You're knitting the stitch that's been slipped and both of those yarn overs, shawl stitches, together as one stitch. We'll work this all the way across the row. And that is how you work the double brioche that is used in the full Fashion Cowl by Janis Ficker. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and we will answer them as soon as we can. Thanks so much. Happy knitting.